Penitentiary bars, VIC, nigga. Yeah, let me see now. On fire. That boy is a shit Nigerian Mickey Mouse. Nobody be on mates for you.
What up, though?
Got you, G.
Yeah.
Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò mind to mind.
You understand? Yo, it's not it's not head to head. It's mind to mind. Cross my brain.
First, I'm not gay. Second, I no be ram.
You understand?
Okay, so homeboys, they're making. I was supposed to play you something. Okay, so we had this I had this record with Rotex, right? Was I supposed to play something earlier before it went off?
I played because I played Mr. Poe, Mr. Ice.
Yes, yes, you did that.
Shout out him. Yeah, I played Mr. Poe, Mr. Ice.
Shout out Mr. Baritone. I had this record with Rotex, Tattoo Talk. I was trying to get the record. I think maybe for the audience we do like a recital verse too, because the last verse you played, there was not a lot of audibility for it because you ran a lot of messages.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And some of the records are like that. They can't get all the lines. You guys, some of the stuff you can't really hear is an opportunity to go and listen to the actual record. But yeah, I agree with
you. So there's a record with Rotex, Tattoo Talk, and it has to be one of like the maddest stories, but on a hardcore but not cursey type verse. It goes, the Bible says, you shall be judged by the words coming out. I guess I'm dope by the bars coming out. Clear road for the boss coming out. If not, there'll be blood coming out. See. They say how to the form, I be. Say how they shakara these rappers with they dumb, I be. The girls say when I they knock, I know they come, I be. I know they fuck around now. Why I never born, I be. But I be Baraki boy. No get the para the boy. Another boy, the form ram. We go salad the boy. Label for the neck, left, right, sour the boy. Taking brother phone number, then holla the boy and say hello. Your bro done they go. He's living in the minute. We just thought to let you know. The nigga to the yarn, so we had to cut him off. Put the phone to his mouth. Let his brother hear him cough. It is off.
Yeah, his brother hear him cough. Yeah. But you said it wasn't too hard. It wasn't too gangs. But there's some things inside where.
Yeah, it's just simple. Like label for your neck, left, right, sour the boy. Then taking brother phone number, then holla the boy. Like, hello. Bro, don't they go? He's living in a minute. We just thought to let you know. Yeah.
Trust me. The thing is fun. The thing is, see, when we write, it's fun. They sweet us.
Yeah.
For real. Like,
if only people know that side of it.
Yeah. You know, it's always about.
But I'd like for you to do a recital of your next verse, so guys can actually hear you.
All right. Let me see. What I want to even play? I don't even know what I wanted to do. This one I actually really want to play, but let me do like the first couple. The way I step on stage, they wonder what's the
Yeah.
occasion. Luck is breaking a leg. Well, I'm ready for amputation. Yeah. Nothing like suicide when I say I'm eager to blow. I'm a rapper with many virtues. What I'm missing is patience. So please, call your doctor. Tell him to check his patience. Probably your invitations, oh Lord. I know that it's wrong. It's the thing that I'm on, to kill them all. Then I text you for confirmation. Blessing the congregation. Your pastor is on vacation. The people that buy my music, they think it's a small donation. I swear that it's life support to have the fans adore. For as many here, man, I swear I've got twice abroad. A good rapper raising hell without the pitchfork. If the only way was forward, then we'll never see the moonwalk. You know? So let me just, I need to hit them with that one because that's fun. And the track I dropped it on, I thought that mine was one of the dopest ones. Shout out to the person who has the original track because he's actually a really sick dude and I love him, but he didn't pick mine. So I think there's like over 180 million people in Nigeria at this point. So, I mean, whatever music you do, there's going to be some people out there that love it. You know, bless the people and the people will bless you right back. Yeah. The way I step on stage, they wonder what's the occasion. Luck is breaking a leg, then I'm ready for amputation. It's nothing like suicide when I say I'm eager to blow when the Lord is handing out virtues. What he did with my patience, I don't know. Call your doctor, tell him to check his patience. See, I'm looking for rappers, I send them like invitations, oh Lord. See, I know that it's wrong, but it's the thing I was on. To kill them more than I text you for confirmation. Blessing this congregation, your pastor is on vacation. The people that buy my music, they think it's a small donation. I think to have the fans for as many here, Lord, I swear I have twice rapper raising hell without the pitchfork. The only way was forward, then we'll never see the moonwalk. Okay, they're going to say that I'm coming again with all this drama. Now, shout out to Steady. He hit me up on Twitter. Have you heard that new Olamide? Maybe you might consider dropping us a couple bars, showing them that you won't win them. And of course, I had the balls, and I really got the liver. Oh, Benny, who you at? Now, who you at? I don't spend every naira, man, I invest. I put in blood, I put in sweat. Until I'm dabbing to the bank with a check. Yeah, I need your tech to sign out. Time for you all to find out. We came here drinking water, but check it, it's time to wine now. Thinking they dope as ball. Tell them all to get in line now. Notice the boy is hot. Least you can do is wine down, yeah. See, I'm in it with no label. I'm the kind of guy that came with beef, you love able. I'm the kind of guy that say our beggars. God, shit, God, it just took light. God saved you.
Bounce all along, push your teeth. Teeth right to the game, I love me, kiss from kiss. Fuck my exes, I don't miss you. Where you at? You don't bump.
Yeah, that was some fun shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, slow it down.
I never do challenges. But like, the dude is online right now, so I want to shout him out. I know he's having a good time wherever he is. His name is Sweet Steady. That's his handle. They dropped this Who You Up challenge. Everybody knows about that. And then he hit me up. See, because that's the thing about your fans. Your fans want everybody else to know about you. So they want the opportunity to brag. And when you don't, somebody like me who doesn't release music very often, they want you to release music so they can say, this is the reason why I love this guy. So he hit me up. He's like, yo, bro, Olamide just did this challenge. I need you to please jump on it. And I was like, I saw the tweets. I checked it out, and I did one. And I shouted him out on the track because, you know, I feel like I'm always going to have a strong relationship with my fans because there's no other reason why this alternative style of rap or music that I make is popular. It's getting popular, if not for these people. So that was fun.
Yeah. That like the funny thing about doing covers was like I almost at a point it was almost like I say MTN. MTN not today my episode they fuck up my network up. It was always about like the lawsuits and how people didn't get the idea of like just being able to kick a freestyle or a dope verse or like rework the lyricism on the record. And in Nigeria at that point it was like disrespect or whatever it is. I guess maybe it's also because a lot of fans would compare and then call the original trash or whatever it is. But I guess a lot of people judge us by the reactions that they got from our fans.
Yeah. That's always going to be it, but that's the only way they can understand.
But what do you want to do again now?
Do.
What do you go do? We don't have to do anything now.
Except make more records.
Yeah. However they see it, they'll be fine. All right, so here's the record. It's titled Shut Down. It was produced by H Code. Rest in peace, H Code. Like, as H Code died, all the code to his computer too died with him. Nobody could open it.
Bro, that's the thing.
Yeah. Yeah. But don't worry, any day, anytime.
Punchlines got me thinking like I'm gonna hold ya. Attracted to the bars, get caught to it like a lawyer. And I can never fall, competition still be gross to me. I put a lot of prayers on your neck, hope you like the rosary. Game fit me like it's bespoke. Believe this bloke, I came by myself without cream or soap. Hence the real reason why I won't do deluxe. Get it? I'll explain later. So for now, I'm picking flows, heavy ones. Put me, let's see. Last name Niagara, the first name is Mississippi. Middle name Benway, nickname Odo. I'm reaching out with you the forearms, no Goro. And yeah, I understand why you wanna see me dead. If a bitch is trying to pull me down, she better be trying to give me head. And I hear, Victor, what's going on with you? I say my rap career is fertile enough to have issues.
Whoa, there's no joking. W-E-E-D, we still be smoking. Wanna get H-I-G-H, we're open. Shout out to the barracks people for hoping. Soldier go, soldier come. You know go ever see the fight when soldier run. And if soldier run, when him go return, you go know in a shut down.
Still killing things, still kicking things. Still penning on paper the style of Stephen King. Still too dope, I got the long stay factor. Still able to harm you and your nasty hate factor. Fuck you if you're waiting on a reply. You getting silence. And if I really have to reply, you get a silence. You losing one testicle just for the joke of it. So the next time you sit, I have a reason to call you Mighty Cyrus. And whether or not that happens, you know I decided, right? I write the lines that inspire you. I'm still the dopest, you hopeless, you trying to fight it, right? If any verse has blue magic in it, you know I recite it, right? I got goons and sure you don't want to test me about it. They with this skill and trust me, ain't nothing sexy about it. Still covered when Colgate, cause where I'm from, the smile's the opposite of Colgate. Ain't nothing fresh about it. They make a mess around it, have your whack self splits, go Casey Fresh about it.
Whoa, there's no joking. W-E-E-D, we still be smoking. Wanna get H-I-G-H, we're open. Shout out to the barracks people for hoping. Soldier go, soldier come. You know whoever see the fight when soldier run. And if soldier run, when him go return, you go know in a shut down.
I like that. The somebody quoted that bar. Something about addicted to the bar.
Yeah, I get called to it like a lawyer, and I can never fall. Competitions to be gross to me. I put a lot of prayers on your neck. Hope you like the rosary. Game fit me like it's bespoke. Believe this bloke. I came by myself without cream or soap. Hence the real reason why I won't do deluxe.
Oh, hold on. Said I came by myself without cream or soap.
Cream or soap. Hence the real reason why I won't do deluxe. Get it? No? I'll explain later. So for now, I'm thinking flows. Heavy ones. Too late, me let it. Last name Niagara. The first name Mississippi. Middle name Benway. Nickname Odo. I'm reaching out with you the forearms. No Goro. And yeah, I understand why you want to see me dead. If a bitch is trying to pull me down, she better be trying to give me head.
You know, and the thing about it that I love so much is that, you know, with rap, you're stitching together so many aspects of your background and what you came up with, you know. So for instance, now I'm hearing you're throwing out these rivers, right? You're throwing out rivers.
Yeah.
Geography class, probably from school. You know, guys used to play Mortal Kombat, of course, Guru Day. So my point is just that, you know, that's what makes it so crazy, is that we're stitching all these moments from our upbringing, from our friends' lives, from what we saw in, you know, all across the street, and putting it all into something that people can say, you know, I fuck with that line. Another person says, I fuck with that line.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing.
We haven't had the Nigeria that had the privilege to see the cerebrality behind the music of rappers, and I'm glad that we're able to do this tonight, at least, if anything.
Yeah, for what it's worth. What it's worth. And how I say, before I play my record, I just want to say, like, vibe is dope, and I love the fact that we vibe a lot on records. But I'm happy that there's now a growing space for people that actually write, you know, that like to write records. No shots, just real facts.
Shit.
I want to play.
What's Ovie saying? Who's twerking?
Who said that? Ovie?
Yes. Yo, shout out to Ovie real quick, right? there was a time when Ovia had to call me on the phone when Not Just Okay was still just like a blog page or something.
Yeah.
And Ovia would go and buy card and call niggas out of Yankee on his own credit just to be able to get like opinions and how we run our stuff. Like I remember I had to go to a business center in Obalende to receive Ovia's call. And whilst we're talking, somebody stole somebody's phone.
Live. Because Nigeria is always happening. Nigeria never stops. Nigeria is always happening around you. Yeah. This one is called...
Yeah, shout out to Ovi.
I have my Not Just Okay story, but I'll tell my Not Just Okay story after this. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Shout out my bro. Last song of the trip. Like, shout out Poppy. Right. You know that? No. Top season for real. That's my heart. Classic. I don't care about the top 5. Your metaphors are the cup size or the baby swear you're not blaming. Who loves all my punchlines? When I'm right by the front line, attacking my goals like a false nine. What is my consign? With rappers half as dope as see me, you're looking so one kind. They're like stars in the sunshine, invisible. People used to say that streets to take over, but the wait's over. This shit don't shop to make a shift to plate over. Food for thought enough to contemplate over. Shit, man, we need to change over. What is that odor? Smelling like ether. Every bar I'm raising gasoline meters. Singers losing keys to auto-tune dealers and rappers dying off from Afrobeat fever. I swear.
Bro, drop this shit. Let me say something here, bro.
Yeah.
We, your fans, we don't like what you're doing. Drop this tape. What am I saying? You have like 4. If you've been doing rap. You have like 4 tapes. I bet now, let's just take your time, man. We want you to show, bro. We want you to party,
Some ignorance and laughter. Your babe pulls in on Friday, quite late, 2 a.m. the morning after. I'm about to put it now, but with really good aim, she might need the morning after. You want to try me? That is unlikely. Your family be morning after. I kill you one day, I leave the message on red. Then a nigga close the chapter, read it all in this day style. A black boy with an off-white smile. A black boy and all off-white is not like me. And I might just follow back because I'm online now. Yeah. Or act like my ego and come right down. To the revival, yeah. And to my I just got back. Make sure you buy sense. So you need more than just white friends. So you be chilling in your own lane, trying to do your own thing. Over here, them no get license, so they just swerve anyhow. Everybody on the wave use that word anyhow. When they go with small curves, just they curve anyhow. I should was quite sex, man. You know them guys that don't deserve any loud. I hope I've curbed any doubt. The last of a dying breed, man, and the rest don't deserve any crowns.
But this is the revival.
Crazy.
Yo, like that was the last.
Tell me about the verse.
What is that odor? Smelling like ether. Every bar I'm raising gasoline meters. Singers losing keys to auto-tune dealers, and rappers dying off from Afrobeat fever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
To me, at that point in time, it was just. It was poking fun at something that I actually don't really think is a bad thing. I know the trajectory of Afrobeats is really going to take the Nigerian music industry up, and I don't want rap-based music. I did not say hip-hop. Rap-based music to be too far behind. And the reason why I separate rap from hip-hop is because I'm Nigerian. Hip-hop is a sound that is been taken from another place, and we have molded it to something that we do. But everybody's different. Everybody has a different style. When Wale Turner jumps on the track, he's approaching it in a different way from me. You know, and so to me, it's like, it's not necessarily hip hop music anymore that we're always making. We're making, we're rapping. That is constant, but it's not always to hip hop beats. So what is it? Is it still hip hop? I don't know. So I just use the terminology rap. You know what I'm saying?
I feel
don't know what people call it.
Like I've been browsing a new consciousness about rap, and I realized that, for example, for Barack, guys with a yarn normal yarn for Barack, but they go yarn punchline yarns. You know what I'm saying? Like, say, but we'll spread your leg like divider. Look at like, I'll sharpen your pencil. Say, babe, if I sharpen my pencil now, or so I'll break your cola nut too. Like it's no, I'll peel your cola nuts. Guy, that was a bad word. And how did we come up with that? We were going to Atlanta, myself, AO, Sexy Steel, and a bunch of guys. And there's this lady who was carrying cola nuts. But they got spilled the cola nuts to check what it is. And so that's how we formed our term. Like, say, guy, if you fuck up now, I'll peel your cola nuts. Like, I'll check
For
you.
real.
Now, it so happens that in my head, I'm like, wait, but if I'm watching Yoruba film, all those guys that used to do AWE and stuff, that's what a freestyle rapper would be.
Why'd you say that?
AWE is pretty much freestyle, but Nelly style version. And that is very, very traditional, like foundational, traditional art form from Nigeria. Why can that not be what my spirit is so? Because the mastery of my art, myself, I'm amused, I'm amazed. Like, you know how you gauge what you do and you're like, nah, you're really good at this.
Yeah.
Like, it must mean some level. And if AWE is poetry, for example, and if there's been poetry since before we learned rap, and rap is rhythmically applied poetry, and rhythm is sound, and Africa is rich in that. So RAP, whether rhythmically applied poetry or rhythm and poetry, must also be very native to us.
And that's what I'm saying. So I don't necessarily feel like I will always make music that requires you to. You see, I don't mind, but my point is, the philosophy has caged a lot of the artists. So they don't want to. It's like, okay, I sang on this record. Shit, I sang. Oh, am I still a rapper? That identity crisis that they are facing is slowing them down, and there's no time to slow down. Do you know what I'm saying? Create the art that you have inside you. The art that you have, create that first. Worry about the category later. In fact, that's somebody else's job. That's Ovie's job. Ovie will handle the categorization. Just make the music first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out Oviedo.
Yeah, it has to be. It really has to be on that level whereby we're able to take, because someone has to tell our stories.
Yo.
As in, all the American hardness that we grew up watching. A lot of people watch like The Godfather. They watch all these things, right? They start to live their lives according to those things. They make some kind of small sense, right? Which I get. We can all follow influence. However, the day we dawn on me and say, I realize, say, if they come out the gangsters with the hood for America, come out the gun for their hand, then carry them come Nigeria, they go understand.
That's it, guys. For real.
Look, they go understand, say, hood day, no worry.
For real. You think you're on the block? Come to the block.
Like,
come to the block. So, Lafia G.
Yeah, so let's make that also what we're proud of. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
It can only mean beyond what we've learned from the Western world. There must be something in our ancestry that is true to what we stand for.
Yeah. And enjoy that shit. Rep that shit.
Yes, sir. Wale Soyinka is in Nigeria, no. Chino Achebe is in Nigeria, no. Like, yes. Like, yeah. So that level of mentality whereby the Nigerian mind and rappers can be out there in the world and compete on a simple scale. It's not I'm trying to open something. It doesn't have to be that serious. You get what I mean? Like, they don't have to make you feel inferior because you chose to make an art form that is different. But hey, maybe I don't know better. Maybe
that's how it goes, man.
Maybe. But yeah, am I playing you music now?
Yeah, that's you. I got a couple more after this, maybe like 3 I want to play. 3 maybe.
Okay.
Yeah,
guys are giving me vibe.
Shout out the timeline. Timeline is crazy right now. Shout out everybody that's on right now. All of you. Showing love.
Okay, so there's this record with Jesse Jags that we had.
Jago.
Let's play.
Jago.
Bless. I'm talking 5 million cash in Nigeria. I'm practically chilling like the badge on TV now. Actually, if you ask me, Jag's a catastrophe. Assassin of any winner now. 6 million notes in Nigeria. We soaked in the film, make a toast to the ceiling now. Pose like a villain, shorty clothes are revealing. Controlling the feelings that she froze from the chilling now. I'm moving and now 2 million now. King bling like jewelry, you kill him now. You're boobing about, boob tube in the mouth. Ooh, what we do on my couch, clues in my house. Her booty bounce, walk nude in my house. Squeeze 2 bullets out, I don't usually count. News been about, tell me who's been allowed. I view from a cloud in Jerusalem now. Girl, come wine on me. Slowly on the body. Nothing come a touch me. On the body, girl, come a me. Girl, come wine on me. On the pine tree, spend time on me. Girl, I'm on the garden. Girl, come fuck me. You know, I'm a legend like my last name Kuti. I don't give a damn, but it ain't into me. I know some G's with the G's, meaning guns with the guns, and they all go with the K like Judy. Do the game for the money and your pleasure like a porn star. Shine from the first day of work, I'm a monster. Say the wordplay, body. Me the kill, I'm on the contrary. To the lies you all see on your television, that's all PR. The highest in this elevation, that's all we are. Shorty give me sweet reason, she got that skull candy. And she didn't even meet Lord T.R. I swear down, these lines of mine are lines for minds like what they shouldn't cop, mine shine. I didn't blind, I told you not to play here cause we don't like noise. This is not the Neverland Ranch, we don't like boys. La vie agile de chez Malocor. When you feel sorry, and what's more hard. Or you come in khaki, then it more hard. Freestyling bars like I could go all
He said, yo, you see, it's a shame that, you know, some of our greats, we can take shots at them because, you know, it ain't Neverland Ranch, bro. It's not Neverland Ranch. We don't like boys. Dang, man.
Like,
Greats.
I also kind of like, at the point, it was mastering the art of like making punchlines out of like very, very, very Nigerian situations. Like, I know some G's with the G's, meaning goons with the guns, and they all go with the K like Chudy. Like, like do the ground for the money and the pleasure like a porn star. Shine from the first day of work, I'm a monster. See the wordplay, paddy. Me the kill, I'm on the contrary. To the lies you all see on your television, that's all PR. The highest in this elevation, that's all we are. Shorty give me sweet reason. She got that skull candy, and she didn't even meet Lord TR. Like, so Terry the Rapman had a skull candy endorsement.
You wicked. Wait, Terry I didn't know that.
Yeah, so
I didn't know
Shorty gave me sweet reason. She got the skull candy, and she didn't even meet Lord TR.
I'm guessing you. But you see, there's no way me, a rapper, I would have, because I didn't know that Terry the Rapman had that. I would never have connected that bar. And I know that I'm not the only one. There's many people on this timeline right now that didn't know either. So they're now making that 2 plus 2 is now finally making for years.
Oh
later.
yeah. Like the funny thing is, so when it goes further, it goes, these lines of mine are lines for man's like, what they showing you car man shine at the blind eye. Told you not to play here because we don't like noise. This is not the Neverland Ranch. We don't like boys. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Don't play here, bro.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I think, see, anyways, I don't want to talk too much and get excited. You guys, I get excited by wordplay is dope to me.
Hey,
I'm going to give you guys track up Providence real quick. I have a few more. I know everybody they've been alert, they've been attentive. Let's give you a few more. And also, we should give them a snippet of, let me not talk. Let me just play my
I think people think that I'm happier than I am, but no, I'm just a fucking angry bitch, and I'm sick of everyone pissing me off. I'm in traffic and I'm angry.
London. 44. Yeah. More life in your circle is pure. In the life of an entrepreneur. It's hard work causing anything to grow without first getting used to the smell of manure. Now it's like what's in the yard, man, I can smell it so tasty. Ever since I turned gold, I've started to hate beef. I'm focused on my goals for a Jazzy and Dre beat. While I'm rapping in the car like somebody saved me. With that smooth, did you hear what he said? Kind of a flow. With lyrics harder than Henny as far as hangovers go. I'm always playing the part of the devil's advocate, so no wonder my shit so wicked that haunts are starting to show. I be beast, I be Machiavelli in the streets like O3. I'm that Wheezy F baby without a leash. You'll believe we go multiply African nominees. All the work we putting in our success is like a receipt. What the 50 boy deal? Them go here and where? They never can me pull up when I'm parking my Benz. The party always pull up with so many fake friends. But 2020 coming, wish him love and guidance. Like my guy friends, always burning cable. Give up salaries to be future owners of labels. So now we hustle like a wedding guest, cause we know that small chops don't make it to every table. So it got me working hard, boy, for cigars, boy. You don't really want smoke, don't get in the car, boy. For anyone who faster, there's always a scar, boy. Bigger picture, only fucking avatar, boy. Yeah. My mother's request, please read a Bible verse when you're feeling the stress. If 5 loaves, 2 fish can help feed 5,000. Of course I do the most when I'm working with less. Working on this song, working on this record, that thing that you said, you want lines that people can relate, people in the space that you were from, the country that you're in, the town that you're in. So a line like we hustle like a wedding guest, because we know that small chops don't make it to every table. It's not just about dope punchlines or anything like that. It's trying to explain what I have in my head in a way that as many people as possible will get it. Yeah, you know what I mean? I want them, I am now trying to see how do I balance really dope punchlines or cerebral lines or whatever kind of lines, but still also give it in a way that people connect with it. Because if you lose sight of that, I love Lupe Fiasco. He's one of the people that inspired me to rap the way I do. But I do know that a certain aspect of Lupe left his fans behind because he's just there. And that's great, but over time, some people might not be able to connect with you anymore. So it's always a delicate balancing act, especially here in Nigeria.
Oh, yeah. Like, you see that point that you mentioned? I got to a point where, right, I could get, in philosophy, I think somebody was termed as he wallowed away in solipsism. I could die in my own knowledge of self and focus on that. But you get why I was making a record with a chap and I was like, you get why Nabarak Boy become the Viper. Hence, you get why that they pay me just to do the ciphers. You get reason why Nalafraji therefore raised me. My dust is not your friend. That's who raised me. Like, it's hip-hop has to go from wanting to be lyrically supreme to the next person to maybe, if we're telling our true stories, right, we may be able to spark the consciousness of the people that are listening.
That's it.
And maybe, just maybe, we'll have the right minds that know what they want. Because, guy, I don't have to be a rapper and a bully to tell a Lebanese man in Nigeria to do well, if not to go collect. Yes, now they follow Nigerians talking now for Nigeria, where they pay money for where they do business. So if we get so lyrically supreme above everything else and we move, that's cool. But where will they go?
You can never lose. You should never lose sight of the goal and never leave nobody should be left behind. Take your fan base with you. So if your fan base fucks with you, don't leave them behind. That's how I see it.
Although let's check the fans too, because a lot of them get very carried away with the idea that you want to relate with them, so they think it's all by what they wish or what they request. A lot of times, guys, you did not request that I become this before you met me. We just met each other. Let's grow together and not over shadow each other's goals with each other's expectations?
Let's do. The artist will always evolve faster because it's the one creating. You just pray that your fans they stick with you and take the leap of faith. Love you guys.
And the ones that don't stick with you, maybe it's time for them to go.
I don't talk Amo.
No, but see,
no,
it's
I know
not
what you're
hard
saying.
feelings. Yeah. No, but we also have to make it clear to the people we're relating with so they don't think you're just being cocky for nothing. Like, see, if your mind has changed against or towards the art that I create, it's okay. Because if my mind changed against your character and the way they are, Mr. If it choose to block you or mute you or ignore you, right? We're all human beings. But shaking no day, many I say we are focusing too much on it. But it's high time for everybody to start to appreciate their own as they appreciate elsewhere. So it goes beyond just making money or being lyrically supreme or being able to afford luxury and all these things. Because at the end of the day, there are more poor people than rich people.
And now that is the case, especially here.
But there's this song that I had with Johnny Drill. I met Johnny Drill through AO.
Hey, Drilly.
Yes. And his energy was so dope. And I also wanted to make music that was so I'm Olanrewaju Ogumefun, but I'm Vector the Viper as well. And before I was Vector the Viper, I became Olanrewaju. I was born Olanrewaju Ogumefun. Well, I was born a human, then named Olanrewaju Ogumefun, then grew as that, then became Vector the Viper. You get what I mean? So at a point, I also wanted to have music that I could say, and you fans me, niggas me, flow me, Siklani, thank you for the prayer, wishing for a bigger me. Like, it's everything that I am. Yeah. It's everything that I am. I grew up in the barracks, yes. So I'm a bit of a crazy person. Yes. I mean, I can be a bit of a lion too. That's me. However, I'm human operated over material operated. Even though I like sneakers. Like, I got my own merch. Like, I like to live life. However, ahead, let me get to express who I am truly with you. And Johnny Drill, when he dropped that, when I fall for ground and things were upside down, you held my hand and you made me stand. Like, you know what he means.
Johnny's my guy. So me, I'm with you 100%. Johnny's my
I'm even saying like
friend.
The message of the fans that stay with you. Dude, when I had my court situation, it hit me harder, the value of the people that were arguing and fighting for Vector and saying Vector is the illest, saying Vector is the best. It hit me harder because a lot of people didn't check up on me. They did.
Yeah.
And I wanted the music that would really, really hit them the way I saw about them. And Johnny Drill gave it that atmosphere, and he produced the record as well. Shout outs to him. He's beyond. Johnny Drill is a very, very gifted person.
100%.
A very, very gifted person. Let me bust you the record.
100%.
So the Yoruba you're hearing in the middle is Kekule Kugwa Kosofun Toko. That was me singing as well. Like, so let the rats in the house go out there and tell the rats in the forest that we greet you, we appreciate you. We thank you for steadfastness.
Support.
Like your support. Like, thank you for being steadfast with me. I appreciate you. I thank you for that because I don't take that for granted. You can, like I said earlier, you could walk away, but you didn't. So nice one, guy.
Sixteeninfoend.com.
Anytime, nigga, flow me, sick lad. Thank you for the praise.
wishing for a bigger. Just to really beautiful. She born in visa me, sharp brain, no more you. Baby, no what teach me. So I said, for Wahala, Sherry, house up the teach me. Takes a lot of guts, Lafayette is a big army. Throw your motherfucking L's up for this big army. Throw your motherfucking L's up. But did you know I felt like Romeo did for you to yes? When you lose, you learn to win. When you do the best, no auto-tune. But I swear my voice is simple and fast. Messing around with a snitch, it's a thing you will regret. Don't believe everybody telling you that you're the best. Stay away from the ladies who will put you through the stress. Throw your motherfucking L's up. Throw your motherfucking L's up. That's the idea you the best. When I fall from ground and things were upside down, you held my hand.
Drillo and Vector, I'll never see that.
Those spots when people tell me that I was in love, I still get here, and I will be here. I remember when I was waiting for salary. Now I'm steady thinking how to pay some salaries. My dream was too big, nobody to lie me. So I had to hustle, Jehovah me down me. I pray to God every day. Sign a cross, focus on the game, decline your loss. Focus on making money, focus on making the kind of money where go let them feel that you design your parts and then go make them as you want time. Oh yes, Baba, then go change them if you hit them. So much fire, then go think that you deserve. So much fire, then go think that you deserve. I know she's mentioned everybody, not even on Twitter. You high horse people, watch your horses liver. The fall of a man is the rise of a stronger man. The life with my Nick, 90 slaughter man. Yeah.
Yo.
What there was a line, you high horse people, what was the line?
Watch your horse's liver.
You said you high horse people, watch your horse's liver.
Yeah.
Why'd
And it
you say
goes, I remember when I was waiting for salaries. Now I'm steady thinking how to pay some salaries. My dream was too big. Nobody to lala me. So I had to hustle Jehovah Mishanu me. I pray to God every day. Sign a cross. Focused on the game. Decline your loss. Focus on making money. Focus on making the kind of money we go let them feel let you design your Porsche and they go make them as you want them. Oh yes, Baba, then go change them if you hit them. It's so much fire, then go think say you be Satan. So much fire, then go think say you be Satan. And he goes, I know if you mention everybody, not even on Twitter, but you high horse people, watch your horse's liver. Because the fall of a man is the rise of a stronger man. The knife we man make, now in the slaughter man.
Yes.
So
True
like,
indeed.
if your horse is high, check the alcohol consumption, my homie.
You know what I'm saying? That's another buy again. You understand?
Yeah.
I want to play 1, 2, 3. I want to play 2 to 3 more tracks.
All right. I got you.
And this one is important because this is when I came up with the new name that I use for myself. Let me introduce myself in a way that you'll understand me. Nigeria's best chance of a rapper winning a Grammy. I just want to get my wife a house, pool, and a nanny. Then the only bars I'll use are the ones holding my brandy. No ice, yeah. I'm so deadly on arrival. In a time where simple tweets are more lethal than loaded rifles. I don't see the competition in people they call my rivals, but I always see the Judas in people they call disciples. These are all the traits of the leader of the revival. Man, I treat my legacy as the package you can't recycle. My bars are blessings, innuendos are weapons, loading up more cartridges than an old Nintendo collection. No time to be playing games. When I rock a custom jersey, well, that's the only time that I ever play with my name. Basically, what I'm saying is, you don't want this, you're in the wrong section. Nobody can block me from going in my direction, so I never pray when police stop me at the checkpoint, cause I know 1,000 naira is a better form of protection. Yeah, class in session, every line is a classic. I'm killing them all with tactics on some FIFA 2020 and killing Mbappe passing. So part of my middle finger, it really needed to practice. We really needed to drown them in streams like John the Baptist still. anointing my community. My latest vaccination gave diplomatic immunity. Who you calling Ladipoe? Call me your ambassador, do it the savage way, man. Fucking table manners, my appetite on display. I like my dinner in the morning, I'm eating rappers on sway. Pulling Rashidi Yakini, today I'm shaking the net. Never needed shit from rappers except your quiet respect. I stopped trying to raise the bar, they're so easily impressed. Instead I'd rather raise these boys, I need to teach them all consent. Yeah, I'm so skeptical, it's true. You can tell I study skeptic, cause this boy already knew. My heart broke for Brentford Towers on that day of living proof. The only place for any fire, nowhere else but in the booth. Yeah, trust issues from lawyers, liars, and contracts, and meeting Igbo girls who look Puerto Rican in contacts. It's superstitious, man. I'm trying to multiply descendants by feeding my bitches. Yeah, I'ma make royalties for future royalty. Like that, you're spoiling me, but isn't that the plan? Yeah. This society, we all want to shine, but to show your inner light has a different meaning entirely. Bar. Yeah. Hey, man, I don't care. Your homies, your PR. Yo, you know, that record to me is important because that's when I officially said, you know, I'm gonna go by the tagline, leader of the revival. You know, and you know, when you announce something, when you want to, you know, give yourself a name or let people know that this is who you are now, the easiest way to do it or the best way to do it is with music. By the way, shout out Shodem Camp, they in the house.
Yes, now I don't mind that. You got the right Larry. I don't understand. Now you born me.
I saw that his comment. He said quarantine mustache. To be honest, I want to join as well a little bit.
Guy, don't worry. Everybody, you guys give
everybody's on it there. Yeah, I mean, but like this record for me was an opportunity to be able to state that fact. And you know, a fun fact, when I did this track, when I did this LOTR track, we got this a cease and desist from a you know, lawyers started to send me messages like, yo, you cannot use the term, you cannot use LOTR. You know what I'm saying? That's how far reaching the track was.
Are you serious?
No, this I mean, that's how you know when you're doing something that is special.
Well, I'm like, you should have told them. If I would have said to them, even you want to write to me, even my lawyers to fly is killing the high court. Fuck out of here.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Because look, the minute you do something that is special, you know you're on the right track. Because people will always be your way. People will always shine the obstacles, you know, and that's just how it goes. For real.
Yeah, that record you played reminded me of something that I did on the EP with H Code as well. It's titled Moving Ahead.
Okay.
Here it goes. Wow.
Oh, I really like the beat though.
So like, yo, like it's
the beat is fire, man. Beat is fire.
I think I just finished one of my lectures and so they told me that say in the Jibo, say in the H Code side or something. I think it's Jibo now. That link between Yaba and Surulere under that bridge. I was like, okay, I'm coming to. So I didn't finish my verse. I just got there and in between there's spasms like freestyle and like what I was writing. But yeah, this is around 2007 maybe.
Ooh, okay. Let's hear this.
Yeah.
Young Beck.
Wow. Rest in peace, H Code.
Sorry if I'm leaving you behind. I'm going forward. Heading to the top, now I'm leaving the rest. I'm becoming Mount Everest. On the top spot, I ever rest. I'm all about more, I never do less. Long time coming like sex for days. More lines in my head than walking ways. Always been the king, someone like a little, but the difference is over one beat, I prefer bass.
I'm sorry. He says, always been a king. Something like Oniru, but the difference is over one beach, I prefer babes.
That was 2007 BEC though. You know what I'm saying? Already
like,
knew what he wanted.
Work hard like a contractor, real as a rapper, never an actor. No pizza dolce, but I role play. Rock harder than Coldplay. Found my path when there was no way. Will I give up? No way. On my full low-key, on my full low-key. That nigga say okay.
Yeah, it was. You say up now.
Flip it. VTC here.
That was HQ saying up. He was such a digital soul.
Yo, VC is
Sex
gone.
like my time has come. I'm sorry if I left you behind. I'm gone.
VC
I'm meant
still
to
there?
know the
Are you still
truth
there?
be told.
Alright.
I have to
Yeah,
go.
cool.
I'm not the man. I'm sweating like a god. I'm not the head. I'm so above. I will not drop. This is not a metaphor. It's the truth. So you know that I'm here now. Let you share now. No troubles in my face. I don't care now. Every other race, I disappear now. And VC, yeah.
Hey, that was HQ dude.
Rest in peace, H Code, man. Like,
Yes, sir. Yeah,
it's a long journey that
that's
we're
fire
on.
moment. When we're making that record, like, because I was in a bus headed there, and I was like, on my way to the top, like Everest. I'm becoming Mountain Everest. On the top spot, I ever rest. I'm all about more, I never do less. It's long time coming like sex for days. More lines on the head, nigga, the sporting waves. Something like a king. Always been a king. Something like Oniru, but the difference is if I want bitch, I prefer babes. So I work hard as the contractor, real as a rapper,
That's actually
never an
such a
actor,
fucking
no
hard
pizza
line.
dolce. Like it had to be. Like it just had to be.
That's
Like,
dude.
and it was coming from a time where I was juggling school, playing live band, and always also trying to rap and create something for myself with it. And H Code always came through. H Code always came. He produced "See, I Like the Smile Upon the People's Faces." Like,
all I can say, all I can say is, yo, shout out to the producers, shout out to the producers, shout out to the producers. I know there was this whole big thing, artist versus producer, that went online the other day, you know, a couple of weeks or months ago. But the thing is, shout out to the producers that we connect with, the ones that really are in your corner, the ones that want to create with you. And I guess the ones that, you know, I'm just saying, those are rare relationships that need to be cherished, for real. Just is. I'm playing one of the, I don't even know what the last one is going to be, but I'm going to play this record. After I play this record, obviously I'm going to ask questions, because I'm sure probably your fans are going to start asking questions as well. But this one is called...
Are you about to start some trouble?
I mean, not intentionally, but you know how they are. This record was, the reason why I want to play this, because it was important for me. It's the first time I openly told people what no punchlines, just lifelines means. And lifelines is the genre of music I feel that I'm in. You know, I feel like I need to put stories. I feel like my own is poetic, my own is poetry. And I structure my raps around that more. So this song is the first time I did that. That's if it plays.
I like the disclaimer.
You understand? I didn't even...
That was to make it happen. Managed to try.
Hold on.
Gravity's working harder now, just to hold me down. Cause I can float away, my ego's getting larger now. I'm feeling like a star, you should probably pull that logger now. How do I feel the shoes of Sean Carter now is what I'm asking. I've had the thoughts, that was to make it happen. Managed to chart the course, now it's to wake the captain. Tell him to head to shore, fuck it, I'll grab the oars. I pull myself to the level where no one's currently rapping, man. I'm sick of throwing punchlines, instead of throwing lifelines. Save yourself the trouble of keeping up. And everybody watching from the sidelines, I know you know it's my time, cause nothing done for love is worth giving up. I've even up the odds, man. I've given this my all, man. I even brought my squad, man. Because of prayer, that's just a story for the gods, man. And if we all fall then. No matter how high.
Yeah. That record to me was just in terms of my own, like, people getting to know me, people getting to know what I was about. You know, it was an important record. That record was important in its own way. The record with FTC, Feel Alright, that was important in its own way. I did another song with Files called Chardonnay Music. That was important in its own way.
Oh yeah, I know that. I was at a video.
Oh yeah, exactly. Like, to me, I'm highlighting those records because I do know that as an artist, it's not just going to be your own songs that put you on the map. There will be some key features that you do that help people connect with you. You know, I want to seek you out. And I know that Chardonnay Music did that for me. Marry Me did that for me with Fouls. You know, and then with STC, Feel Alright, and a couple of other songs. You know, but then on the rap end, you know, with this track with M, All Fall Down. You know, did his own thing as well, you know.
Like, because I'm known to be as bold as an old BlackBerry.
Fuck you, man. Fuck that shit.
I really don't, because I told the fans it's there's nothing to be worried about or concerned about. Where we did, I say, there's a rapper that has a problem, step up and state your problem. But I don't have any worries with collaborations. I've wanted collaborative efforts forever. I know get time to the sound like that because I know that's what we need the most.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, fire. And let people who flourish.
Actually, I want to ask you a question.
I'm here.
My question is, they always say beef is a part of rap. That's what I hear. Right?
Yeah.
And my take on it, in fact, I don't know if it's a question, it's me just showing my own side of it. My philosophy is that there is a nice and fine balance between entertaining and distracting. Entertainment is good. It draws a lot of eyes and ears, and fans are involved, and they're like picking their side, and they love this guy, they like that guy. There's discourse and there's attention. But with the space being such a small space that needs to really grow aggressively to the point where we're having rap artists headlining shows, not just rap shows. There's a top rapper there as well. Do you know what I'm saying? For that to be the case, we cannot get so caught up that we are the crabs. I keep saying this analogy, but they were the crabs in the bucket bringing our own selves down because somebody said he's the, you know, it just gets to a point where it's no longer necessary and people are just laughing at your small little space because you're not growing your space. So to me, I feel like there's a balance between entertainment and distraction.
Yes, but there's also, with growing your space, sometimes you have to shake your space.
Shake that shit up.
Yes. We can't act like we don't know how revolutionary Tupac's movement was, or the Notorious B.I.G., or even Jay-Z. I may not subscribe to the Jay-Z principle now because I feel like, for example, in Nigeria, there's a misunderstanding of financial freedom. It's seen as the dichotomy between us, or a segregating factor between us over an empowering factor within us. But that's talk for another time. You must also find a way to check the things that are going wrong, because at the end of the day, we are the custodians. We are the people who have something to prove. We are the people who have something to protect. Because it's an art form that, if left to the shallow-mindedness of the most, we would not be considered.
True.
So I miss all of us, person with the fuck up, check them. Oh, the day we know ourselves.
If for any garden to grow is an active process. You know, you have to prune the weeds.
Like, I was on a live broadcast to somebody earlier, and Baba, you don't turn politician. I tell him, say you don't turn politician. No be fights, but just know. You feel me? So it's not about who's the illest or anything. It's about what we have to say for our people, who are the people that make people find us more interesting enough to put money on us. It's take care of the home.
Bam.
So I mean, when we take our break and we come back, I'll play you the record. But we must take responsibility for who. This guy's a fool. Okay. So like I was saying to Paul, we just find ourselves in a position where let me first greet my guys first. Hello TR, where you at? You guys, do you know how funny this thing is? Me, I already know that people were going to ask for mind to mind EP. I know. I told him already. When it comes online, he'll tell you. As I don't understand this area and his struggle twerk video that he's doing. This and that, they will say popular. It can't be popular. This has gotta be, in recent times, one of the sickest hip hop beats I've heard. What's happening, Moody? Kill him. Yo. I see obvious too. Can't remember names. Popularity sucks. You don't see crowd wearing your heart caught. Especially those with their eyes are strong for bronze. Listen. And since I got popular, they steady be trying to blast me. They ginger cause I'm all up in their face like acne. Little kids, I'm your P.O.P. Actually, my bone never breaks. So why you they try casting me? No rule is I write it, you bite it. Me and my team fly together, we united. But I'm an Arsenal fan like crap. Things you get to real shit like Jack, but my previous click, they wouldn't follow codes. How ironic that I was a G for some follow hoes. Crap, sometimes the notes is wrong, brand popular.
Yo.
Hey, it was good. So, like I was saying earlier, I also wanted a situation whereby, or I'd love to see a situation whereby we take responsibility for what we claim. If you are the leader of the revival, the people of the revival must not suffer. Like it's and that is the little angle where if we're fighting against Hitler's oppression, we'll be the allied forces, right? It'll be I'm coming with the Victorians or the Vipers or whoever the movement is. You're coming with the revivalists. Like everybody's coming from every angle, and we're putting this together. Bearing in mind, say we're not perfect. Say a person will fuck up, go collect. If you gas collect.
Of course, no.
As in, it's because we're Africans. Don't worry, when you smart, you fuck up, you collect. So if you collect from small, no worry yourself. Adult self you collect because old people size self day for the game, and that's how it is. Because we're Africans, we're built for it,
and that's how it is, and that's how I see it. I feel like we will always be there to lead our own sections, and keeping in mind what the bigger picture is. And sometimes somebody will, in our own minds, step out of line, and they have to be told that, yo, calm down.
Yeah.
You know, because I've always, my philosophy has always been, I will treat me as I treat you. And I always usually lead with respect. But if you fuck up, I'm gonna say that no, I don't respect your move. You're a jester. You know, and I don't really I don't think too highly I don't think too highly of caricatures, you know, and jesters. Like that's cool, but you don't need me, you know, I'm not gonna be part of your joke. Do you?
Of course.
So
Of course, yeah. Yeah.
So I was thinking,
but on that,
you tell me how do you wanna do this? Because I feel like we should also like talk to some of the people who have been here.
all right.
You know, we could play them one more, couple more, whatever you feel. What are you thinking?
I mean, yeah, we could. I mean, I've been checking what they're saying back and forth. Look at guys. Come on, man. Like,
what they saying? What they saying?
Yeah, a lot.
They saying a lot. Shout out Vina. Shout out Digi in the house.
But yeah, remember we had a conversation about people who think this mind to mind will be a dope EP.
Oh yeah. Oh, people are already talking about that. They don't even waste time.
Of course.
They didn't allow anybody
Bro,
to
there's
arrive
no
at the
time to waste.
punchline. Let us arrive.
No,
at the
there's no time
punchline.
to waste. So far, not so good.
You know,
Yes,
all I
man.
can say is timing is everything, and just believe that the energy is there. So can I leave it at something as vague as that? Or do I have to be specific?
Well, they can tell energy and they can read energy now. Like, this is not the type of energy where
True.
Oh yeah, you know, we're going to trade them 4 bars or 8 bars off for clowns.
Let's do that. Wait, tell them what clowns is though.
Okay.
Tell them what clowns is first.
Okay, so I was having a conversation with a friend. He writes in Atlanta, and we started to deliberate on how we thought fear was at the foundation of greed. Like, according to the guy, he believes because you're scared to lose, you start to force yourself to win, even where you don't need to win.
And if that win is at the detriment of other people, right?
Exactly. Like, it could be at the detriment of other people. It could also be like you don't need to win. There's okay, so does this the Hennessy freestyle, or no, cipher was first they love you, then they hate you, then they love you again. But I swear I'm not in a hurry to win. Because even if I look in the pool and it's full of horrible men and they think I'm getting worried to swim, that's when I deep dive scuba style in a hurry to sting. Like, we deep dive until it's darker than the valleys of the shadows of the dark. The sharks are wondering what I do to my heart in the gym. I know I'm a shark, but I'm drowning if I'm following him. So on the surface, that's why we bury these niggas. So they know the surface feeling of a nigga thinking deeper than the bottom of the bottom of the bottom of the sea. We have to channel that energy strongly against the mentality of we just want to dance. We don't want to think. Because, guy, if people are fighting out there, and let's say Fela, Femi, and Seun, they've been fighting all this in their own ways, what is the rap movement adding to the emancipation of the Nigerian mind or the black mind? Like, what are we adding to this?
To push things forward, to elevate things, to ensure that
like the last fire emoji is coming from a soldier who's posted in Maiduguri who fights for the safety of Nigeria. The same Nigeria we be like say nothing there to appreciate about them. So what are we bringing together?
Yeah, I get that.
Yes.
We have a big role to play. I get that.
So that's what hip hop needs to do henceforth. To everybody who's doing the most that he can, that's fire. We just have to do more, because so far, not so good, my brother. So far, not so good.
Dang, man. Like, that's another way of saying looking at the cup half full. But at the same time, I get it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we did try. We're doing our best. It's commendable. But
more fire, more fire.
You wouldn't exist if there wasn't need for more. Neither would I.
Somebody said, "Oh, person got to take a trip into Vector's mind is vast, man." Vast.
Guy, did he ever tell you the right since?
You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Yeah, so I mean, like, pretty much the story short is that, you know, VC and I worked on a track, so he might play you a snippet. I don't know. He might. It looks like he might. I don't know.
I think I have the snippet on this phone that I'm recording with, but let me see. I'm not sure this has your verse.
Yeah, okay. Say it one more time.
Tell him say one more time.
This guy,
are you serious? He wants to round up his stuff.
Okay. All right. What the hell? I'm trying to see the data. It's madness. Clowns. Can't seem to find clowns on this though.
Oh shit.
Anyways, bro, guys, you guys do guys give them a small ginger verse.
Okay.
Can you remember your verse, the intro?
What? No, I genuinely don't even remember it. I swear.
Okay, and that's fine.
You know,
that's fine.
I'm terrible with verses that I've not performed. When I perform it, I remember it. If I haven't and I've just written it, it just kind of until I hear it again.
Yeah, don't worry yourself. Like when you write so much on the spot, like you tend to.
Damn, how did I start?
Can you say one more time?
I might have. Let me see. Do I have it? Let me check if I have it.
Please check.
Okay.
Today's slippery slope.
You got it.
You get that?
Warren Buffett said something.
I said. Warren Buffett once said, "Be afraid when they are greedy.
Greedy.
Or be greedy when they're afraid."
And be greedy when they're afraid. Yeah.
Dang. What's the next line after that?
Warren Buffett said, "Be afraid when they're greedy, and be greedy when they're afraid."
Hold on. I said Warren Buffett once said, "Be afraid when they are greedy, right? And be greedy when they're afraid."
Afraid.
So I'm really not surprised. Sanity and sanitizer have tripled in price today.
Yeah.
Bro, yeah. That was the line.
Yeah. Okay, guys. The truth about it is, don't worry, you guys will hear it, because it's and there's a lot of story behind that record too.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking forward to that dropping. All I can say is I'm happy that we did this because I love rapping, but I'm happy that it's connecting with more and more people. Somebody commented that, you know, they only if the Nigerian space could evolve. No. We are witnessing the actual evolution. It's just evolution is slow. That is the nature of evolution. It is growing. It's becoming bigger. We have lyric-based rappers. We have trappers. We have wavy dudes. We have all sorts of genres popping up right now. Yeah. Right? And the thing is, the fans are becoming critical mass. So I'm encouraged by what I see. Do you know what I mean? I feel like there's so much more to come. I'm not scared. The music is coming, you know, and mind to mind. It doesn't have to be head to head all the time. Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah. You know?
It's highly needed. I appreciate the like the definitions that you've given to it. Guys are catching crews on sanity and sanitizer have tripled in price today. Is it a jeans though?
You know, but it's true, right?
Bottom of the soul. Yeah.
For real. I wish I had it. I don't have it. I don't have it here.
Yes,
if I had clowns, I would play it right now. You guys, somebody said drop fucking clown. I don't know. That's all on Vector. I'm leaving that conversation. Does that involve me?
This one, they go push it to go men away first.
That's on VEC. Nobody should
Yeah,
come to
but
my
it's
timeline.
definitely coming out. It's definitely coming out. Yeah. Don't worry, guys.
Somebody said for the first time, Vector lied. He has the data.
I don't actually. It's paining me because it's annoying.
No,
Tito
but it's
Simo's
cool.
verse.
It's cool. To be honest, I think the cliffhanger is dope. Yeah, so it's good. I mean, big shout out to everybody that tuned in. You know, this is the first time this has ever been done. I don't think any other rappers have done this out here in this space, and glad to be the first to do it. And I have respect. I'm doing this because there's mutual respect, but also because I see the bigger picture of where the music is going. So yeah, Ladipoe, the revival all day. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, guys. You do you have a fresh single with Timmy now?
Oh yeah, I do. I just dropped a new song with Simi. Today's her birthday, so happy birthday to Simi. And yeah, the record is doing its thing. It's on top 100 in Nigeria, Ghana, and Uganda on Apple Music. So you know, people are loving the record. So I don't know if I want to play it here because you know we've been going bars and bars. So but you guys should go and listen to Know You, my new song right now. Huh?
Yes, you guys listen to Know You, and if you want to bust it, you can bust it now, guys. It's saying nothing. It's all music.
All right, let's do it. I'm just gonna play the record real quick. Why not?
Yes,
yeah. Fuck it. You Ladipoe music. Quarantine.
I really wanna tell you how my day went. Really want to spend the weekend. I for sure you this thing I'm feeling.
Oh yeah, but I don't really know you that well.
I really wanna kiss you in the face,
baby.
And maybe every other place, baby. You be like, say I don't remember, say I don't really know you
see me
that
kiss you in every other place.
We can go there
if I
want to, but me, I don't know.
Oh no.
Why I think I love you when I don't really know you that well. We can go there if
I
want to, but me, I don't know.
Oh no.
Why I think I love you when I don't really know you that well. I'm too polite to insult your intelligence. Why do I believe that we have met? Maybe not in this life. Time's frozen for a second, so I'm thinking tonight. Break the ice, or better still, we can set it aside. Temporarily, my temperature is telling me that you got me so hot. Stop, girl, there is no remedy. But you don't know me well enough to reply. And I don't really know you that well. It's funny, you have something in your teeth, but would you try to stop me? If I'd want to take it out, cause you don't know me properly. Girl, I think you're lovely, but you turn this bad boy into a busy boy. I see you're too busy for me. Or maybe I'm just busy for me. Will you call me when you're ready for me? It's crazy, baby, how I don't care at all that I don't really know you that well.
Yeah, so pretty much that's Know You. It's dope. You know,
it's fire.
I think one of the most amazing things is when a rapper, songwriter. Like I think being able to write a record with somebody like Simi, who is a very well-known, amazing songwriter, is just another notch in the cap. You know, Johnny Drill's new record that he dropped, Something Better, I co-wrote that with him. So it's like, when you say rap artist, my advice to all the young rappers on the timeline, because I know there's a lot of you right now, artists, never ignore artists. Do not put yourself in a box, create what's in your heart. And don't just be dope when you record, be dope on stage as well. I take God, beg you. You know, so we have a lot of work to do. I'm telling you, for real. So yeah, let's be the best artists we can be, because Nigerian music is just getting started. That's all I have to say.
I mean, I had a great time listening to the reasons behind what you wrote, sometimes what you said, and I mean, I hope with this medium, maybe people would have heard stuff and it's inspired them to do more or be more steadfast with what they're doing, and that's all we need. That's all we need. Nigeria is not in any way in the best position that it can be. Well, What else do we have to do, guy?
For work. Got
Yeah.
you. All right, bro.
Yeah.
Peace and love.
Easy, champ.
And then clowns soon.
Yes. You guys don't worry. After me and Mastercraft want to first set one table first. After me and Mastercraft set the table first, they're clowns because we also have plans behind music now. Like it goes beyond just you know, that mentality of how they try to force music on people in Nigeria. Whereas all over the world, once you plug it properly, it will enter where. So we're trying to make sure we get that proper done, and
let's do
God's
that.
grace.
That's it.
Yeah, Ladipoe, dope one. I had a
Let's
great time.
One time,
Let's
bro.
take it to the records. Guys,
right,
thanks for tuning in. It was dope. Easy, guys.
Peace and love.
Yeah.